Hello everybody. Today I'm going to change gears a little bit and we're going to talk about food. More specifically, we're going to talk about chocolate. Yes, that is probably one of my favorite food groups. It's not a food group, but sometimes I wish it was. Anyway, so I'm sure some of you have a sweet tooth like I do. And for me, it's pretty much a necessity to keep chocolate around the house. And when I say chocolate, it can't be like milk chocolate bars or anything of that nature because I'll just eat. However, I try and keep dark chocolate around. In fact, studies show that when you have a sweet craving, one of the things you should do is reach for darker chocolate first. It doesn't have to be 90% because that's just bitter. But even 70, 80% something that you can handle because that dark chocolate will have even 2 squares of dark chocolate. Just let them melt in your mouth. Give it a minute. That will have the same sort of effect on your taste buds and your brain as an entire chocolate bar. So when you have a craving, reach for dark chocolate first. Okay, with that being said, today I want to make what I call chocolate peanut butter melts. They melt in your mouth. They're actually, if you look on the internet, there's a lot of variations of the recipe called chocolate peanut butter fat bombs. I don't like the title fat bomb. It just, fat bomb, they just don't work together. It's terrible, terrible title. Melts though, that's a better title. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. So today though, I have a helper who's gonna be helping me with this recipe. Her name is Aaliyah. Aaliyah, would you like to come help me? So this is Aaliyah. So this recipe is easy. You can have kids come help you. Come on, stand up tall so they can see you. Okay, so this is Aaliyah. She's ready to go and help us make our chocolate peanut butter melts. So here's what we've got. We've got all these ingredients. So here's the main ingredients you need. You need coconut oil. You need peanut butter, natural. You can choose the chunky or the smooth, whatever you've got going on. You need some butter, and I'm talking about real butter, not margarine. This is real butter, okay? You need honey, and I have like a big bin of it. Thank you to one of my clients who's amazing, who gifted this to me. We'll have honey forever. It's fantastic. And then cocoa, okay? And as a side note, as well as you can add to this recipe some chopped nuts. I got little bits of dried fruit and chopped nuts. You're gonna eat it. And some coconut. So like you can add or just keep as is, do what you wanna do with it. Okay, so here it is. So first thing you're gonna do in a microwave safe bowl is you're gonna have 4 tablespoons approximately of butter. So I have a block that was allowed me to just cut off a 1/4 cup. By the way, 1/4 cup is approximately 4 tablespoons. So there we go. So to that, we are gonna add the coconut oil. Also 4 tablespoons of coconut oil. Do you wanna put that in the bowl for me? You guys scoop it in there? Scoop it in, go for it. Just give it a scoop. It's friendly, you can't go wrong. Just scoop it in, get messy. Scoop it. Just keep scooping, keep scooping. Scooping it in there. Are you good? Do you want some help?
Yeah.
We might be here forever. All right, I'll help you speed that up. Let's just get that in there, shall we? All right, good helper.
Okay, good.
Okay, all right. So that's our coconut oil, about 4 tablespoons. Okay, now we also need 4. If you get a sweet tooth, go for it. But I'm saying like 2, 3 tablespoons top of honey.
That looks like mashed potatoes.
Yeah, it looks like mashed potatoes. It's actually a firm kind of a creamed honey. It's fantastic. So so it's not liquidy. This one's just a blob. It's all gonna melt, so it's okay. It's not liquidy.
I feel like I want to eat everything now because that looks so tasty.
I don't think that looks very tasty, but
not that.
No,
I would eat that and that.
And that. Okay.
And that.
So then we've got, what is this?
It's peanut butter.
Natural peanut butter, right? Not the fake stuff. So you're gonna do more natural peanut butter. You're gonna do more like 6 tablespoons of the natural peanut butter. Okay. So this one, what's cool about natural, so easy. Look at that. This is the smooth. I like both the chunky and the smooth, but I find smooth easier to stir when you first buy it from the store, so that kind of trumps the crunchy for me. But okay.
Why are you gonna do these?
What's this measuring? This is the measuring. See, I already pre-measured. See, I was smart. I pre-measured because speed things up. That's tablespoon. So that's what we put. We put 6 tablespoons of peanut butter in that. Okay. Okay. So once you got all that delicious fatty gooiness in there, you're gonna microwave it before you add anything else. So we're gonna go ahead and do that now. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay. We've been microwaving this mixture. Should we see if it's done? Let's check it. Okay. Let me check. And we have perfection. Look at this. Okay.
It's like water.
That would be really gross water. Okay, so here we have sort of a melty, peanut buttery, liquidy
It smells
substance.
good. It
Quite
smells
warm.
good.
You want to microwave it for, depending on your microwave, anywhere from 30, 40, 50 seconds. I don't know. I had a big block of butter in there.
Should
Yeah.
we send them a list in case them like?
You're right. We should. Actually, I'm going to put a list of ingredients right on this video for them. Isn't that smart? That's a great idea. Okay. So now this is done. We only have peanut butter melties, which, by the way, if you just love peanut butter, you could be done there, literally, without, you got to do one more step. But in general, you wouldn't have to add anything else. However, I like the chocolate part of things. Okay, so you're going to take cocoa. You want to put it in? Okay, so this is approximately 3 tablespoons of cocoa. Now, you could do less, you could do more. That really just depends. Go ahead, you got to turn it over. Yeah, okay, there it is. Just depends on how rich you want. The more cocoa you go, the darker chocolate that's going to be.
It smells like it.
Here, move over so people can see you. Come here, wait, you're sliding behind the cocoa. There we go, okay. All right, so we got to stir this up so this can get all dissolved and melted into it. Takes just a moment. Honestly, if your liquid is quite warm, which after melting with fat, it's good fat. It's okay, it's good fat. But by melting this fat together, the oils and the butters and stuff, then you should be able to have that chocolate dissolved.
Now the last thing on the list, you have to put it on the cookie, or you have like blue buttercups, and you have to put it in each
Blue
one.
buttercups?
I don't know what it's called.
Ice cube trays. Yes. So, but we want to add some of those other ingredients first.
Yes, you have to put like all of them inside here. And then you have to put it like in the freezer, and you have to wait for a couple of minutes. And then it's chocolatey.
Chocolatey goodness. Put your fingers in there. I want to kind of. Okay. And yeah, also wash your hands before doing this whole process, right?
We didn't even wash our hands.
Yes, we did wash hands. I washed my hands. Did you wash your hands?
No.
Okay.
Well,
anyway, onward we go. You should wash your hands. Okay. So now that's all stirred and it's all mixed together. You've got this chocolatey goodness. Look at that. There's your chocolate.
I'm
Now,
holding the billion.
if you want, I'm just going to put this away. If you want to add some things to it, which I like to do, I like to add some coconut. And I also like to add some chopped nuts and things like that because I love, when I eat chocolate, I like a texture to it. Also, the melts are fine on their own too, but I really like having a texture to it. You want to mix it? Give it a mix. Don't go crazy. Now, I need to tell you a little something. So, honey does a good job, but in order to keep the amount of sugar down on this recipe, especially for your people who are trying to do the keto thing or whatever you're doing. Anyway, the point is, sometimes I find the honey works, but in order for me to make it sweet like I like it, I sometimes go a little overboard on the honey. So in this case, what I'm going to do is I am going to add in a little packet of stevia. So I find that what that does is it gives it some nice depth to the sweetness without overdoing it on the sugar content. It looks like snow. Did you get that on your finger? Okay, so now, give it a quick stir. So now, officially ready. We've got the coconut in there, we've got our toppings, everything like that. So now what you're going to do is you're going to take that and you're going to pour it into the, what is this called again? What do you call it? What did you call it?
Chocolate buttercups.
No, the blue butter trays is what she called it. Okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to take and you're just going to pour them into the, just make a mess. Go for it. It's I'm really making a mess.
Oh, you saying you make
mess?
I want to make mess.
No, we're not inviting that. I usually use a measuring cup. I know I'm making a big mess here. It's fine. They're ice cube. Whoa, I'm really going crazy here. That's so neat. This is not, okay, one big thing, this is not a cooking show, a professional cooking show. This is just moms and kids at home and people and we're raw. We'll do that again. So I will show you. I even made a mess. Did you do that?
No, you made it.
Are you sure?
You're the one who was dumping it.
So anyway, this is what you're going to do now. Mom, just even that out.
Mom,
what?
You went over here and you poured it in.
And then I made a mess. That's okay. We can always wipe it. No big deal, right? Okay, so what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna put this aside, and we're gonna fast forward, and we're gonna do now it's all finished. version, okay?
And then I want to eat it.
Hold on, we're gonna pause. Ready to freeze? Make funny and freeze. Okay, we're unfrozen. And magically, this appeared. It's all ready to go. Now, I previously made a batch and put it in the freezer. So once you pour it, put it in your freezer, like maybe 10 minutes. If you want them really firm and ready, 15 minutes. And then what you do, now let's cross my fingers this works. Sometimes it doesn't work so well. You're gonna go, just turn it just like ice cubes, and here they come. Look at that. Okay, and tell me, have one, just take it. It's a little firm because it just came out of the freezer. Here's the thing though, do not leave these out on the counter. Gonna go back to liquid form. So once you've set them, you go ahead and put them in a container in the fridge. They're fantastic when you have a munchy moment. And how is it?
Good.
It's good. Very, very good. So I hope you enjoyed learning about my chocolate peanut butter melt. Not that bombs. And go ahead and try them today. Keep those staple ingredients in your home and you'll never ever run out of chocolate, right? Chocolate's good. Just got a mouthful. All right, thanks for your help today. You're welcome. Okay, bye everybody.